What's up, YouTube? It's me, at True Star Screamer, and it's great to see you guys again. That's right, we're gonna keep these rolling. God dang, I'm old. Anyway, of course, you can always catch me on Instagram at True Star Screamer, and every Thursday at the Figure Action Podcast, Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube, where you can catch my horrible humor and hanging out with a lot of people who are a lot cooler than I am. Okay, we all know you're actually watching the show for them, not me, but hey, I'll hang on where I can. But enough about me. We are looking at, hands down, as of right now, I want to say my acquisition of the year. This is by 1000 Toys. Well, it's 1000 Toys? Oh, yep. Yeah, it is officially 1000 Toys. I have also seen it as Re-Edit, which is usually a Sentinel thing, which is also Flames Toys. These guys are a lot of stuff, but we are looking at the Halo Mark 6 Mjolnir armor from Halo Infinite, and goddamn, I am an old Halo fan. Okay, I'm not saying I played Marathon, but I mean, I had an Xbox, not Xbox 360. I had an Xbox, and I remember playing this, and this game changed my life. I was hardcore Xbox until the Xbox One, and I'm gonna say it, Halo 4 kind of turned me off to it, but I still love the Master Chief. This guy usually retails for about $175, $180 because it's 1000 Toys and they are flipping expensive. GameStop was having their 50% off sale, and I was able to score this guy. So, needless to say, the sale is still going on. If you can catch this, get this. Hell, if you don't want this and you can buy this and you can get this, buy it. You'll still be able to sell it for $100, $110, and people will be thrilled to buy it from you. You can make some money. I'm not saying I'm encouraging scalping, but you can make some money, and people feel like they got a good deal. But mess with it first. You will thank me for it. As you can see, I already got some things ready we'll be talking about in a minute. But long short of it, this is action figure perfection. You got some die cast in the feet. He's got weight to it. Of course, the packaging looks sexy. But yes, I love everything about it. I mean, especially after messing with that RoboCop. I mean, I've been using this guy for some size comparisons for the last couple of videos, but this is an absolute action figure joy. The detailing is immaculate. Again, with the 1000 Toys, you're going to find that, from the little bit of battle scuffing to just the etchings in the armor. I mean, yes, it's very clean. Maybe a little more battle worn would have been nice, but I'm not messing with this figure's paint. As you can see, I've got him with the plasma sword. It's got this great glow to it. He also does come with the rifle, and I'll get to where this is plugged in a second. But the pulse rifle looks great. He'll hold out like a champ too. And yeah, we'll just go straight to articulation. I mean, double jointed knee, doesn't quite kick his own tail, but more than suitable. I think that's die cast in the joints here, and definitely the feet are, but we've got proper leg kicking out here. Oh yeah, the belt floats out of the way. I love this. So the armor can get under the belt, so we can get a little more of a wide stance. The armor doesn't clip. Ankle does pivot. So we'll pull the old Glenn Webb off here. He can hold that. He's no Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he can do a very wide stance. With the arms here, again, the armor gets out of the way, so we can pull the shoulder pad up, tuck it. Double jointed elbow, again, almost a full tilt. We've got a butterfly joint here in the shoulder. I mean, and our ab crunch is decent. back decent, but the sculpt never breaks. The armor looks good because, again, this guy is in armor. This is not a ninja. I'm messing with the hand here. This is as close to a fault as I've got right here, is with this hand. This thing pops off way too easily. But when we talk about more of the accessories, not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just something to keep in mind. The helmet looks great. Yeah, if you are a Master Chief fan, get this. There's not many negatives when I talk about this, but once again, it's a 1,000 toys. I'm not saying this is like Hot Toys level, but when it comes to 1/12 scale, this is as near as perfection as it gets. I mean, I've got 1,000 toys, synthetic human, male, female, and I also have their Dante and 1,000 toys made under their Sentinel line, their the Miles Morales, and every single one of those I absolutely love. Let's talk about some of the accessories now. He's got a great amount of hands. 2 saluting, chopping hands. I've never been a fan of this personally, but I guess it's decent for running poses. As you can see, he's got the hand to hold the plasma sword. He's got one for both hands for there. Fist for both hands, kind of generic. This is your more general gesturing hand. And a pair of trigger hands for the guns, which ironically I don't have him holding his guns. Now, you see this little piece right here. This is something I've not seen in any of the reviews I've watched. Now, I'm not saying they haven't been there, but I haven't. On his back, these plug right in, and it does say left and right on them, so you can make sure you don't put the right ones on there, but the wrong ones in. But you can just unplug those, and the shotgun has it as well. The little tab here, so he can actually carry his guns on his back. So I could put one for both if I chose to, but in Halo, you only have you can only hold 2 weapons. Like I said, the hands, they pop off real easy. So you can absolutely, it's very, you don't have the fear, but it is a little, I'm not even going to complete that sentence. Why? Because you just got to be gentle with it, and the hands will stay on fine. It's just, yeah, they pop off easy, just as easy, which you have no fear of breakage. But dang, he just strikes up a pose beautifully. The closest when it comes to the accessories is I could always use more weapons. The plasma sword looks great. The pulse rifle, I mean, those are, I guess you could say, are like his iconic weapons. I also like the pistol, the Needler. I mean, if you had that, you could have a reason for buying more, which Jazzwares kind of did, and we'll get into that in a second when we get to size comparisons. Okay, so before we get into size comparisons, I did want to point out another criticism. As cool as I do like the weapon feature of holding on the back, it is kind of annoying having just that peg here on the side of the gun. It does kind of ruin the immersion of the figure, so I would be remiss not to point that out. That does kind of bug me. Maybe a cap would have gone over there, or even a replaceable peg to go in here. And speaking of replaceable pegs and such, when I'm messing with him, he has these slots down the side that I don't see. There's like a slide switch that I don't see any purpose for, except just to be almost like a moving part. If you guys know about that, let me know, because it's not like these pull out or anything. I mean, I can slide it up and down, but it's not like it opens up a weapons port. I think it would have been kind of cool also. It's weird. I mean, I'm sitting here saying the praise for it, but as I'm messing with it, yes, I am finding a few more things that kind of nitpick. I think I would have liked a depowered version of the plasma sword to either have on his back or have on his hip, and of course the pistols, which I'll get into in a second, and of course my favorite weapon to annoy people, the sniper rifle. So yeah, this is still absolutely a top tier figure, but it is not without its faults. So I would be remiss not to say that. But let's go to our favorite part, which is the size comparisons. And we'll go ahead and start with the number one thing that you guys want to know, comparing it to a domestic release. How does this compare to the McFarlane Halo series from years ago? No. Oh god, yes, I actually had this. I picked this up at a Walgreens years ago. They're cute. If you can find one at a toy store, at a used toy store, sure. It's a novelty now. I don't hate these by far. Just want to point that out. I actually did a review for this on my old WordPress account under Starscreamer's Rants. So if you ever want to do some digging up on that, you can. But yeah, no, we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about the Jazzwares Master Chief. Which I never did a formal review for one of these guys. I think I got this guy during when my house got flooded. So I never did a formal photo shoot with him or anything. I've got him with 2 pistols because, believe it or not, I actually bought 2 of these. When I first bought one, his arm completely broke off. They kind of scale well. I mean, if you got the Noble Team figures, this is a great backup figure. If you want to have a squad of Spartans, of course, let this guy, let the regular Master Chief lead them. Can take some acetone and take out the 117. I mean, I'm not doing a full review here, but they did do a good job of weathering it. Kind of like I was mentioning, he doesn't have the weathering, and these are those pegs down the sides I was telling you about, which I always thought which is interesting because I like this. This was just a neat feature I liked with the Jazzwares ones, of being able to flip this around and have the pistol down on his leg. I thought that was pretty cool. So again, I'm not doing a full review here, but I can say if you do want to have like a background army build group, these guys are absolutely perfect, and the rest of Noble Squad are great and still have the Master Chief as a highlight piece. Let's pull off my other tried and true. Representing McFarlane today, we're actually bringing out one of my favorites, which is the Red Hood with the guns, because he came out before. No idea why you would have them, but you can. Representing the Marvel 6-inch line, we have Hydra Bob. And considering that John here is supposed to be larger than your typical soldier, yes, you can have this happen. And I don't know why, I find that absolutely hilarious that Hydra Bob would be hanging with the Master Chief. But I like it. Here is our Jungle Predator. Again, Predators are a little different. You can have them with multi-scale. Oh, sorry, this is the City Hunter, not the Jungle Hunter. My apologies. My god, why have I not seen a Halo Predator crossover? I would love to see that. Even a fan film or whatever. So, this might be a fun photo thing to do later. So, your mileage may vary based on your own photography skills, but I don't think they look bad. You knew I had to bring them out. The day Mr. G looks bad with something is going to be a problem. And finally, just because, another Jazzwares figure. Orange Cassidy is very happy to be here, and that looks great. I'm not going to say you're going to have your Master Chief in an AEW ring, but it could work. Well, maybe this is Adam Cole. It's Adam Cole in cosplay. You can say that. Huh. Should tag him on Instagram with that. But, in other words, this guy looks great with a variety of figures. You'll be able to mix him in with a lot of different things for photography. So in the end, this is not a flawless figure. It's near flawless, but it is not flawless. Like I said, this hand particularly does come off rather easy. I would not have minded a little, subjectively, I would not have minded a little more battle damage on there, especially because I get the little bit on here. I would have loved more weapons. Even the deluxe one doesn't come with enough weapons, in my opinion. You know, depowered sword, pistols, sniper rifle. I've got 2 Marines, 1 Covenant weapon. I would have liked a few more Covenant weapons, maybe. Plasma pistol. Well, maybe not the plasma pistol. I always thought that was stupid. But, so I can't say it's, oh my god, the full God's gift to action figures. But it is right up there. Again, this is, as of right now, my acquisition of the year. Not only, I mean, this was a $175 figure in GameStop. It is, you know, over $150 period. If you can find this guy for $125 or less, scoop him up. If you can find him for much less, as I said, pick him up, mess with him, flip him. It's up to you. But you definitely deserve to have this guy in hand, especially if you are a Halo fan. I really look forward to doing photography with him, and I have zero regrets of getting this guy on my shelf. So, if you liked this review, as always, give us a thumbs up, give me a comment below. I've been getting I'm not getting a lot of comments, but I'm reading them, and believe it or not, every comment I get makes me want to do another review. So that's what keeps me going. You can again catch me every Thursday on the Figure Action Podcast. And until next time, please take care. Peace.